hours to go. I wanna be sedated, nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated.
Hello nutcases. Today I want to talk to you about stress. Stress is something that some people are prone to. In full disclosure, I've got to say that I am. For most of my life I've suffered from low-grade anxiety and depression, which I've by and large managed to defeat and managed to overcome to make some kind of small success out of a career. Now we're living in very, very strange times here at the moment, here, everywhere, with this COVID-19 business, and it's putting people under quite severe stress. As I may have already mentioned, my friend that just lives a few doors down the road here has a boyfriend from Italy, and he's a lot younger than me. He is 59, I believe, and he's always been very, open and jovial, and though it was always known by us that he was a heavy drinker. But now I hear that he is also suffering from quite high levels of stress and anxiety, so much so that he's had to go to the hospital to get some medication to tide him over. Partly his problem is his heavy drinking. I would class him as an outright alcoholic, and he's been hospitalized a couple of times because basically his mind is failing and he's lost all power in his body because he never uses his body, unlike me that at least can drag my sorry ass out for a 6-kilometer walk most days. Anyway, he is suffering from quite profound anxiety syndrome now, and he keeps saying he wishes he was dead. He's seeing his health falling through the floor, and he's seeing his finances falling through the floor because one reason or another he can't earn money the way he used to. Although he works online, I don't know what the problem is. Anyway, this is not about him. What am I blethering on about? This is about me. I find myself sat here now for the best part of a year in lockdown from the rest of the world, really, because the rest of the world is suffering from extreme COVID-19 symptoms, and they appear that they're getting worse again. Second wave is sweeping through Europe, and blimey, America hasn't even got over its first wave yet. So I've been here in isolation, wondering about what's going on back where I come from, thinking about my RV degenerating into a ball of rust, my car, my beautiful car, just sat out in the burning Arizona sun, just rotting away, finding that the Social Security in the States is withholding some of my payments for a reason that I do not know because I cannot contact them and I cannot find out. Watching my credit and debit cards expire one by one, so in the end I can't even transfer money anymore. My main bank in the UK, it's not an offshore bank. I used to have offshore banking account, but I don't anymore. I've got no need for it. It's just a domestic bank, and they don't see the problem with people. They can't even envisage one of their customers not living in Britain. So my debit card has expired, and so I cannot use the full facility of the money transfers anymore. And I've ordered a new credit card, and I've successfully changed my address with them to Thailand, but they won't send the new credit card to Thailand because they say it's not safe. So they want me to give them an address in Britain where they can send the credit card to, and then that person somehow has to get it to me, I guess, by post, which they refuse to do because they say it's not safe. In 1 month's time, my year visa is going to expire, so I'm now desperately worried about renewing that. I'm imagining all sorts of possible problems that could arise to stop me from being able to renew my visa. So what's going to happen? Am I going to get kicked out of the country because I got nowhere to go? If you suffer from anxiety and depression the way I do, all these thoughts just keep hounding in on you, and they won't let you go. They're going around in your head over and over and over again, and a lot of people just turn to self-medicate with alcohol, and that's where problem drinking begins, and that's where alcoholism begins. And I've suffered from all of that. I've been abandoned by my girlfriend. She's in Sweden working, and she cannot get back here. I mean, I say abandoned by her, that's probably too strong a word, but the one person that could really help me out of all this isn't here. I'm left all alone to contemplate all these problems, all these evils, and that's where the frailties of an overactive imagination step in, and the next thing you know, your mind, my mind, is spiraling out of control. And under normal circumstances, the only way to kind of control it is to drink alcohol. I'm forced to live in this house with a group of dogs that aren't mine. I hate dogs, and yet I'm supposed to have them living in this house with me, and I have to clear up their stinking shit every morning from the garden. And as you know from one of my previous posts a week or so ago, probably 2 weeks ago now, two of them broke out, and after 24 hours of searching I managed to find one and bring it back, and it bit me. So I'm just now almost at the end of 2 weeks visits to hospital on anti-rabies shots, which A, cost a lot of money, and B, hurt like bloody hell. So to say I'm less than enchanted with those stinking shit dogs is understating things completely. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, because in the USA the medical profession tries to screw as much out of you as it possibly can at incredibly high cost. And so a long time ago, when I was on anti-anxiety and depression medication, it was incredibly expensive. And believe me, I needed it. There were 1 or 2 jobs that I did in the TV business, which is very prone to stress, where I was about the last man standing. I can relate to you CBS LA, where the strongest of people just mentally collapsed under the strain. I ended up having to go to my doctor and get medication, but it kind of saw me through. But here, drugs are a lot cheaper. And I thought today, I wonder if I can get some help with stress and anxiety, because I know what I used to take in America all those years ago. Let's pop along. I've got this little backyard pharmacy that can order most things. I went into town today and popped in the front door and asked them if I could get some citalopram. And she said, well, I've got this one, which is a local, rather inexpensive anti-anxiety medicine, just right over the counter. But even better than that, she said, would you like some Valium? And I said, yeah, bring it on. And so, without any prescription at all, I've managed to get my hands on some Valium. And we're going to see what the side effects might be now, aren't we? Here goes. Oh my God. Everything is just looking fantastic. Everything is just feeling fantastic. I love everyone. I even love the bloody dogs. I think I'm going to go and make them a nice dinner. Maybe I'll chop up some meat and cook it. I might even give them a haircut, because their hair has been getting long and straggly lately. I think I might be able to do that. Oh God, I just feel so happy.
I wanna be